Hello, hello, my most amazing artists, and today we're going to be creating owls. Owls inspired by the goddess Athena. All right, we're going to be creating two different owls in our video today. For your project, if you just want to use one of the owls, that's okay for your project. If you want to create two owls, that's great. If you want to create one big one by turning your paper this way and having it nice and big on your paper, that's okay. The creativity is limitless, right? All right, here we get started. I suggest you having a pencil to draw with first, just for the basic shapes. You can always fill in with Sharpie later. I'm going to draw with Sharpie just so that you can see easier. All right. And I just like to sometimes use my finger to draw first so that I get the basic shape down and I know I have enough space for later on. I do. I'm ready. All right. I'm going to start with the letter U. And this is going to be a basic owl. I'm going to make a curved line attaching. I'm going to take my finger, put it in the center, in the top, and bring it down a little bit. Not all the way to the center, but up just a little bit. Make a dot. From that dot, I'm going to curve left and do the same thing on the other side. A nice little beak. Oops, there we go. And now I'm going to see from this line to this line. Okay, see this segment here, or this section here, I'm going to put my finger in the center. That's where I'm going to start my wing and bring it down. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Next, I'm going to draw the eyes. Now, owl eyes are pretty big, because they can see really well at night. And I'm going to only color in just a little bit of the bottom black part, and those eyes are looking this way. They can look the other way, they can look up, that's totally up to you. But I leave that little space in there as kind of like a highlight. Okay, a shine spot. So that's the basic idea for an owl. When you looked at my example, you can see that I added patterns and lines for texture inside the different spaces, but I don't want you to copy mine. You can create your own owl. Let's create the feet now. All right. 1, 2, 3. Little foot. 1, 2, 3. So that's our first basic owl. Let's draw the next owl. It's going to be this guy over here. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is create the bottom of the body. So I'm going to draw from this shape here. I want to leave plenty of space on the top for his head and his top feathers. So a letter U, and then a curved line here, and I bring it in a little bit from the body. for the top of the head, I have a little, like a wide looking V, and I connect it. Now for this guy, I like to make his wings a little bit more rounder. I could keep it just like this if I wanted it to look like he's, his body is turned to the side, or I could add the other side, the wings, next to the eyes. And there's different kinds of eyes that you can draw. If you get inspired by eyes from a different owl, that's fine too, right? Don't forget the feet. And there's my two basic owls. In my example, I had them sitting on a branch, which you can do as well. I'm going to show you how to do that. But if you choose not to, that's okay too. For the branch, I don't want to draw through my owl. I want to use my overlapping shapes. So I'm hopping over that owl. And I like to show a little like ending to the branch here. But when you come back, you have to make sure you come underneath their feet so it looks like they're standing on it. Curved lines, fur leaves, they almost look like a football shape. And I like to put a line down the center for texture. And let's talk about texture. We're going to choose lines and patterns to put all over your owl. Remember, texture is the way that something feels or looks like it feels. And owls are pretty fuzzy and feathery. So, for my example, I used dots, loopy lines. I even decorated around the eyes, on the forehead. But notice that whatever I did on one wing, I made sure it was symmetrical, and I did the same thing on the other side. I did the same thing for the eyes. So whatever you put on one side, you should put on the other. Okay? There are examples for you in the Google Classroom of different owls to look at. I hope you have fun with this, and good luck!